in reshaping decision making and operative priorities. How its long-term competitiveness of modern organization has give this uh, renewable energy a proper way of thinking in sustainable way. We will discuss that. We aim to understand not only on the technological shift but also on the managerial, financial, and sustainable interaction. We will also try to get an idea how sustainable energy has focused on free renewable sources, how it can help in making a technological shift into a managerial, financial, and into a supply chain implication of a global goal. So I would ask the participants of the live discussion to make this discussion interactive. So we will ask all the attendees to share the question in the question answer box, where we will answer them during the interactive segment. Apart from that, all the attendees of this live discussion will get a free certificate. As a part of continuous learning, we will also share a light course from Athena that are that are aligned with today's topic. So the panel member who are part of this live discussion is Mr. Charlito Almares. Mr. Charlito Almares is the head of quality management department at Zurong Engineering Limited. With its significant experience in engineering operation, quality management, and organizational performance, he will discuss the practical perspective of renewable energy uh, initiative influencing project management, engineering process, and long-term effectiveness. We have Johannes Augustine, who is a regional environmental lead in Thesis, Indonesia. He specializes in environmental management, sustainable operations, and regulatory compliance within a large industrial infrastructure environment. His work provides a real world view on how renewable energy has intersected with environmental responsibility and operational sustainability. So, today we will discuss the strategy, leadership challenges, future opportunities in this live discussion. So, before we begin, let us go to the next slide. So, how this sustainable energy has got our attention. So let me just start by setting the context that world is moving steadily away from fossil fuel due to climate change, risking energy cost and policy measures. So renewable energy, once as expensive and unreliable, is becoming a central part of corporate decision making. So here we will discuss that how integrating renewable energy and how manager need to know that leadership play an important role in accelerating this transition. So some we need to understand that how to lead the global companies into a renewable energy, how to integrate renewable energy into the core vision of the country company, and how to make it more into the supply chain and logistics. What will be the challenges that come into the way, that will also part of the discussion, and how leadership and innovation will be a part of the uh, renewable energy. So we have some examples that that we will be discussing, and we understand there are certain industry leaders who are trying to make renewable energy into the organization. So first we have Google. So Google is mostly trying to make everything into a renewable energy, like they're heavily reliable on the solar and wind projects. The long-term PPA agreements give them a predictable, stable electricity cost while supporting sustainable goals. We have IKEA. IKEA is also focusing on climate positive by 2030, and they have placed solar panel all over their store and warehouse globally. IKEA is also selling some solar home kit, turning sustainable into a profitable product line. So how this has changed their vision, that has also indicating their way of doing the business. Tesla, as we all know, that they have approach to solar roofing, battery storage, EV charging, creating a new ecosystem in the clean energy. And apart from that, we have Tata Power, who is trying to building a large scale solar park, wind farm, and rooftop solar network, making the renewable energy accessible and affordable. So these are certain examples that organizations are implementing into a renewable energy. And here some of the questions where we will ask Johannes, Charlito, and Krishna Priya to help to understand what we are thinking of implementing them, how to implement them. So we have also one of the panel member from Uni Athena, Krishna Priya T. Nair, and she will be also discussing that how solar renewable energy bring extraordinary part of the organization, and how the industry is implementing these practices into a practical world. She will be discussing that, and her expertise on academia will help us to understand that how renewable energy concept will integrate modern business management learning framework. So the first question of the live discussion is how companies make renewable energy part of their main business plan and how that is still profitable. Charlito, you may start answering. You can discuss what you think that how companies make renewable energy part of the main business.
Right. Thank you very much, Arka. Good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Okay, so my response for this is that is if the company can do like solar EPC globally and have a long-term agreement with the panel manufacturer, it can stay profitable. Also, for the waste to energy EPC, and if the company partners with a technology provider to take an EPC, it can remain profitable. Likewise, I'm talking about like Jurong Engineering or JEL. We are is an EPC contractor that supplies design, construct, and commissioning of power plant globally using eco-friendly natural gas and lower of CO2 emissions and hydrogen. However, company like JEL can make renewable energy a core part of their business and remain profitable by integrating clean technologies that reduce long-term operating costs, investing in energy efficient systems, and aligning sustainability goals with a strategic growth. For instance, JL established a Jurong Maintenance Limited or JML in 2000. It's a wholly owned subsidiary of JL. With its headquarters in Singapore, it provides maintenance of project services to refineries, power, petrochemical plants, and renewable energy. JML has delivered a project that had produced over 10 megawatt of grid-connected solar power at multiple housing and development board of states or HDB and commercial complex across Singapore under the Solar Nova program. Additionally, JML has been entrusted with additional projects that would expand the output capacities to the total installations of 24 megawatt power as an EPC contractor and, and has completed over 450 projects around the world. And lastly, as part of JL's sustainability goals, The management plan to reform the EPC divisions in the year 2026 as part of the strategic growth, which is divided into three individual stakeholders, namely power plant, renewable plant, and industrial plant, to expand the continuous learning as part of the JL core values and stay profitable. So this is the way how JL now are focusing for the next future investments of the company. So that's all.
Oh, that's a good insight, Charlito. Johannes, what are your uh, takeaway from this strategy focus? What do you think that what company should bring? How company should integrate renewable energy into the business plan?
For you, what I'm familiar with my company is it is a mining service provider. So we work globally across 6 countries, from Asia, Australia, and America. Uh, in regards with Argos questions related with how can companies make renewable energy part of their main business, and also uh, why it is still can profitable. So I believe in my company it is we look renewable energy as a business improvement strategy, so not an add-on. So it is not a side effect from what we have now. So when we integrate solar or hybrid systems into our operations, especially in remote mining areas, most of mining is remote area, we immediately can reduce fuel use. We can also stabilize energy costs and improve energy security, because diesel prices are volatile, up and down, but renewable gives us a more predictable long-term savings. So this is way to understand why renewable energy can improve profitability is to compare the margin between diesel price and solar. So like in remote mining, diesel can cost 3 to 4 times, I guess, for more than normal grid electricity. So when you add fuel, logistics, transport to remote sites, and genset maintenance, the actual cost of diesel power can reach 25 until 40 cents per kilowatt hour. So sometimes even higher. Now compare that with solar. Once you install the system, the fuel is free. You can get it from the sun. Solar typically delivers electricity around 8 to 12 cents per kilowatt hours, depending on your location, of course, and the scale itself. So even you add batteries to stabilize power, the blended costs probably often 20 until 30% cheaper than diesel-only systems. So what I'm trying to say is when we shift part of our demand to solar every kilowatt hours, we don't burn from diesel immediately because becomes cost savings. Those savings go straight into improving operational margin without changing the production target of output. And for your information, our companies now um, really focus on these things, and we want to achieve more than now. And in 2024, we already at 20% source electricity coming from renewable source. So that's my feedback, Arga.
That's a good insight. That's really a good insight. So I would like to ask Krishna Priya on the same that how do you think that company can integrate renewable energy in their organization? How to integrate renewable energy in their organization?
Yeah. Yes, Arga. Rather than talking like a renewable energy, I would say like green technology. Many companies are running behind like green technology nowadays. Actually, the good news is many organizations are proving that sustainability and profitability can go in hand to hand. So why the companies or how the why the business organizations are going behind these renewable energy or these green technology is first of all, it's like a cost saving and a long-term efficiency. Okay. So because as Johanna's already mentioned, many companies are having solar panels installed, okay, as a cost saving. Like you can save your electricity bill when you have solar panels there. For example, if you see like Walmart, companies like Walmart are installing rooftop solar panels on every stores and distribution centers, and they are like self-sufficient, that they don't have to like pay uh, for the electricity bill. Okay, so which is going higher every day. And like companies like Amazon has very big self-sufficient giant solar panels where they are generating their own electricity, as well as they are also selling it. Okay, they are giving back. So that way also they can make as an extra additional income. Okay, so another main reason why people businesses are going through these technologies are that uh, the sustainability and regulatory compliance. There is a strict environmental regulations tightened to these companies where they have to reduce their carbon emissions and so on. So they have to go behind. So in order to work under a regulatory system, all the businesses has to be switched to these green technologies where they can reduce the carbon emissions. And also another aspect from the customer point of view, also we can see that people are more getting attracted to sustainable brands. So this kind of renewable, when you are adopting green technology, okay, uh, you are providing a creating your own sustainable or eco-friendly brands. Okay, so that helps in your branding also, and people get attracted to you. So and also with these renewable energies, okay, you can also start some other products or services models. Okay, or you can like innovate new products or business models. Okay, so that is one another interesting thing when you are going for renewable energies. From that itself you can have produce another product which can be helpful. For example, like most of the renewable energy sources, we are not just producing electricity. We have other forms like you have a hydrogen production system. Okay, which is a very full-fledged research area. And so how hydrogen fuels can be created, and from waste how can you create uh, energy. So all these are researched upon, and there are all opportunities for producing a different product. So this helps in to create a new revenue streams also. Okay, so uh, to sum up, I would say like the integrating renewable energy into the company's main business plan, okay, helps in to be like a uh, like help to reduce costs, create new revenues and streams, more reputations and branding. So it has become a necessity for most of the companies to adopt for these sustainable and green technologies to withstand in this competitive world. So that's my uh, suggestion regarding why
Uh,
we need to integrate the
so
renewable energy.
basically, the answer is yes, but it has to be done strategically. And
Yes.
yeah, so I think, and mostly the how renewable energy or green technology can able to help. It will help the operational long-term cost. It will give a brand reputation overall. It will be reducing some regulatory compliances and tax related carbon tax compliances. And overall, it will be a sustainable focus for the investors,
Yes,
right?
yes. And many
So,
government initiatives are also there who are giving like additional subsidies, tax reductions when you adopt these kind of renewable energy resources when you are going through a renewable path. So that
hmm,
also help companies for along
Yeah,
for their financial assistance.
yeah, true.
okay. So what are the second question is, so what is the biggest problem that the business may face when shifting to renewable energy, and how can a manager solve them? So while what are the challenges that the company may face, we understand that it is very much promising, but still companies are facing several challenges. So Charlito, what would you say, or what are the challenges that are often occur when company is trying to switch to the renewable sources of energy?
Okay, this is the biggest problem. So I'm talking about on the my company's perspective, because this is what we're facing now. So as I mentioned before, that Jurong Engineering will expand our business toward a renewable plant in the second quarter of year 2026, or this coming year. Since JL is very new for the solar, wind, hydrogen, and other systems as a EPC contractors, we have a limited technical expertise. The staff may lack of skills to operate or maintain the renewable systems. But our strategic approach that JL managements may send selected staff to provide training programs in Japan, whereby our headquarters in Japan or the IHI, and partner with the renewable energy vendors for the technical support. Additionally, JL may face business problems. That's what maybe we're thinking also in the futures, that renewable energy is not stabilized at this time, like hydrogen, ammonia. A fuel is expensive and is still developing that stage. And in fact, apparently here in Singapore, we have a project here uh, in Keppel projects, whereby a 600 megawatts, it combined of natural gas and hydrogen. But the hydrogen itself had been still developing. So they have a provisions to incorporate the hydrogen in the futures. But that one is still in development here in the Singapore. And GL visions in the futures that having electric vehicles be operated in the project sites that requires a lot of planning, since charging stations are limited. So we plan to use all these electric vehicles to be operated so that we can easily to manage internally and save costs of the project. Yeah, it's all about for me.
Okay, so these are the challenges that the companies are facing from your experience. And so, Johannes, what do you think? What are the challenges that the company are facing while shifting to renewable energy?
Okay. I really will be more specific to mining sectors, especially for my company that has functioned as mining services provider. So in the mining sector, I believe the biggest challenge in shifting into renewable energy is the contract durations with our clients, with the mining owner. So solar and hybrid systems, as you may aware, that require upfront investment. So the project needs a long enough contract period to reach the break-even point. If the mining project only runs, let's say 2 or 3 years, it's very difficult to justify the capital. That's why renewable energy works best in mines with long-term commitments from the clients. Then the system can pay back and deliver real savings. Another challenge is about regulatory delays, especially if we want to plan connect or export to the grid. In Indonesia, especially, on-grid solar requires navigating permits and quota allocation from the electricity provider. We call it PLN. This takes time and adds many uncertainties to project timelines. Then next challenge is internal resistance from internal company. Some of the team still see renewable energy as expensive, unreliable, weather dependent, or something that cannot run without diesel backup. And it's true. that weather patterns are less predictable today because of climate change that may affect the solar output. But I believe with those challenges, we can also see opportunities behind that. So if I mentioned earlier that project duration too short to recover investment, so our focus is to install the solar or another kind of renewable energy resources into long life mines with multi-year contract extensions. We can also partner with third-party developers, IPP model. So the company can pay only the electricity, not the upfront cost. So there will be like an installment period for that. And implement a phase hybrid system also can be a solution for that, where savings start early while the capital expenditures remains controlled. About the regulatory, I believe the solution probably we can select off grid. So no intervention from the national electricity provider. We can also begin regulatory engagement earlier together with the client, not separately. So we can anticipate many things that unpredictable. Internal resistance from the employees, the company, or probably from the board. We can use data from feasibility studies to show actual cost savings and break-even point. As you may aware that uh, most of the bosses, most of the boards just want to see the money, how much we can save, how much money that we can get from the installations of solar or the installation of other renewable energy sources. So we can produce data, good data to see the actual cost saving and on what time we can have a break-even point. And about the weather, I believe, yeah, it's really struggling to to control the climate change. We cannot control it, but by combining it with battery storage, probably it can be smoother to cover the fluctuations. We can also use hybrid control system to adjust diesel and solar in real time. And yeah, it based on the design, we can also do some other things. That's my feedback out
Mm-hmm.
there.
Oh, so that's a good challenge. That are the challenges. Yeah. Apart from that, we can go through the strategies to overcome those challenges, which are has to be implemented, or else it will become very difficult to uh, upgrade to renewable part of the resources, right? So I would like to ask Krishna Priya the same question, that what are the challenges that uh, is being faced by the company when implementing renewable energy?
Yeah, I do agree with Charlito and Johannes that the main challenges with implementing renewable energy is like it is not stabilized. Okay, currently many research is going on, and day by day the technology is changing. Okay, so and also like people are confused. Uh, like today you have one product which has a better efficiency. The next month you have another product which is coming with a better efficiency, lower cost. So always people are confused on how to implement these, and even the installment charges and the maintenance is very high when you speak about the renewable energy. If you want to have a solar panel, so the cost of the solar panel, the battery itself is very high cost, and the management of these devices is also like maintenance and their services that has to be done in a regular periodic way. Only then we get the expected outcome. Okay, the energy, the voltage, if you're talking about electricity production, the from the solar panel to the electric production, if you have a panel, and if it is properly maintained and it is properly stored in a particular battery system, only then we we can expect what like the correct amount of current that we get. So that is the main current challenges most of the companies are facing, that the installment cost, the maintenance cost, and the servicing. And day by day, this technology is changing. Many researches is happening. So people are still waiting to get the most better one, the stabilized and which has a lower cost. So and also there is always a challenge inside the companies that I've seen as that there is a lot of resistance to adopt this. Maybe like the industry might be have like integrating these renewable energy systems to the current existing industrial setup may not be that easy. Okay, so for examples like in a manufacturing companies or very chemical companies, which is like built years ago, they're adopting these kind of technology may lead to like reconstructing the entire plant or readjusting or design. That also brings in lot of cost into the system. So most of them resist to have this renewable sort of energy for that kind of things. And also lack of technical expertise. Okay, because when you are installing such kind of systems to your company, you need people to service it, maintain it, okay, and to regulate it. So you have to hire new people, or you have to have a tie up with a third party association to have a mentally monthly checkup or yearly annually checkup and maintenance. So all those things actually would take them back to the uh, from the take back a step in going towards the sustainable products. And also another thing is different companies, different regions have different regulatory compliance challenges, and that is also sometimes affects.
Sometimes it is very slow and
Yeah,
approval
yes, of
process is very
course.
slow.
The production rate, even though we say the solar or wind or thermal can give us adequate energy, but the production rate depends on actually like as
I
you
guess
had.
the technology is still unstable. Every day new technology is coming
Yes,
up, and
there is
the
there is
battery
something new.
capacity and
Yeah, there has
yeah.
to be something new researches has to be done so that we get a stabilized, or like as mentioned, we should have a like more cost
If
effective hybrid form of renewable energy
yeah,
where.
like Johannes and you also mentioned, a hybrid system can be implemented. Once the technology is stabilized, then total conversion to renewable energy can be done.
Yeah,
Uh, I think that is one of the challenges. Investment cost is another challenges because initial investment in implementing the renewable energy like wind or solar is very much higher. And then based on that, maintaining them, cleaning them on regular basis, if it is very much on a dusty area or very much on a humid area, it has to be maintained properly. So that is also one of the part. And then the application to renewable energy has to be very much properly implemented to all the employees, because some may not be very much techy to this renewable energy. So this has to be uh, take care of while implementing those renewable energy. So like in developed countries, regulatory process may be very much faster, but in developing countries, regulatory process approval may take some time. So these are the challenges that companies are facing. So thank you all for answering all those challenges. Now, our next questions is leadership focus. So, implementing renewable energy and challenges we understand, but apart from these two factors, there is another factor is good leader. So, how can a good leadership and new idea can help companies to move to a cleaner and greener energy use? So I would like to ask Charlie to that how leadership can guide into a transformation of a organization. Can you
Right.
elaborate from your experience?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Arga. I think based in our experience in our company, um, the it should be started on the leaders itself from the high positions towards on the lower positions, not from the lower to the higher. So as a good leader should set a clear visions of the company for sustainability or the long-term clean energy strategy and communicate why it matters in terms of the cost savings. Okay, so they need to explain this one to all the peoples what why is we need to perform this clean energy strategy, and it should be comply with the compliance. Compliance itself, like Jurong itself, we have 32 subsidiary all over the world. So when we implement this long-term clean energy strategy or renewable, different compliance of impacted for different countries. So compliance is very important to discuss each individual country of our subsidiary about including the reputations and the environmental responsibility, which is part of the ESG, or we call it environmental social governance, or ISO 1401. And when employees understand the purpose, they are willing to support the transitions to the cleaner and greener energy use. It also can provide a new ideas at project sites that can promote electric vehicles, as I mentioned before, so that they can use for the cost savings of the project of the as a construction equipment, and install a solar panel on their offices and workshop, so we can able to support or able to use on the our projects for the renewable energy strategy. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's actually a good insight. It should be very much innovating and encourage employees to shift to the uh, new renewable sources of energy. So I would like to ask the same question to Johannes, that what do you think, how leadership can help uh, a organization to guide guide them into transformation into a renewable sources of energy? What is your takeaway from this? What would you say?
Yep. Thank you, Aga. I very much agree with Charlito. It has to be a top to bottom approach rather than bottom up approach, since it's pretty much related with a commitment from the top leader or top managements that represent how commit the companies are. So I believe leadership is a very, very crucial things, because the transitions to renewable energy utilization doesn't happen by itself. So, for instance, in my company, this our leadership sets a clear directions. So in long term, we have a commitment for net zero of emissions by 2050, and that guides decisions on investment and also the innovations. So every year needs to have a new strategy, a new KPI to make it happen. We also have companies' visions to harness the power of people and technology for driving sustainable changes. So this drive us to develop strategy for business decarbonization. And one of the strategy is exploring the renewable energy solutions, like what our topic now. I believe also good leaders empower teams to try new ideas, whether it's hybrid power system, energy efficiency initiative, or electrification studies. And they encourage collaboration across disciplines, not just within one department. So, in conclusions, when leaders combine a clear visions with openness to innovations, I believe people feel confident to experiment, to learn, and drive the shift to cleaner energy. That's my answer, Arga.
Okay, so very good answer, and that's very good. That's has to be implemented like from bottom to top management. All feedback has to be taken and then implementing. So same questions like to Krishna Priya, that how technology must guide into the transformation of the renewable sources of energy? What do you say?
Yeah. So I also do agree that leaders play an important role in this bringing new innovative techniques in any company, even if it is not a green technology. Okay. Unless and until our top management or the leaders approve it, we cannot have these kind of system in our companies. So there are many companies who who are in the top management who do such kind of uh, ownership to the employees who bring in new sustainable and renewable uh, ideas. There is I've seen like there is an award like Green Innovation Awards, okay, competitions like Green Innovation Awards, and uh, like green sustainable ideas. So such kind of events are conducted by the top management to enhance the knowledge and interest and among the employees, okay, to bring more sustainable way. And even we can see nowadays the buildings or the companies are created in a more sustainable and greener way, okay, to enhance or to have that enthusiasm to have a sustainable environment. So that's all from the top management, it has to come. And many times the leaders can use datas and everything, and they can talked with the employees and discuss what are the opportunities. So it is always the leaders or the top management who has to up front and encourage the employees to bring in such ideas. Okay, we discuss many challenges. So these challenges can be overcome from the employee side and the customer side or the stakeholder side. So I do agree that leaders drive uh, great initiative in bringing sustainable things.
Yeah, so basically leadership must drive culture and based on their bottom to top approach, they can bring culture and drive successful adoption. So our next question will be on future focus, like what's the future? So I would like to ask Charlito that what new businesses or career opportunities can be come from growing renewable energy industry. So Charlito, would you like to answer this? That
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Arga. Um, as we know that global will shift toward to the cleaner energy is creating numerous new business opportunity and high demand career path across engineering, project management, consulting, technology development, etc. As for the JL as a EPC contractors, we are built now towards the new business opportunity in renewable energy, which include the project development, which is like a power plant, but such as solar farm development, hydrogen and ammonia for fuel plants, and installation of charging stations for electric vehicles globally, which will create the career roles for more design engineers, environmental engineers, and project developers, energy planners, and procurements, which is this a new opportunity for us. Is we are already having this in our organizations, but the opportunity for us is to learn more regarding on this because as a GL, we're good for the power plant, but not on the renewable. But through this, we have the opportunity to learn and become more specialists on this type of job for the company. Yeah.
okay, so I would like to ask the same question that uh, what sorry. So I would like to ask the same question to Johannes that what business and career opportunities come from the growing renewable energy industry?
Um, I believe there's so many opportunities if renewable energy become more expanding in the future. Renewable energy sector can create opportunities across engineering, operations, data, and sustainability aspects. From companies like this, like us, yeah, there's a huge potential in developing hybrid energy solutions for mining in remote area. There are also opportunities to improve energy efficiency and supporting electrification of fleets. On the career point of view, roles like energy engineers, battery specialists, sustainability analysts, even carbon accounting professionals are growing fast. So many, I believe, vacant position related with that in the LinkedIn, if you can see in social media. Even traditional roles are also evolving, like mechanics,
Yes, yes,
electricians,
yes.
and operators
True.
now work with cleaner and smarter energy systems. So this shift isn't just good for the environment perspective. It's also
We
shaping
can
the
also
next
see
generation.
that the cars, normal cars,
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
service engineer was different. Now they have upgraded themselves and they are also repairing electric vehicles.
Correct, correct,
So
correct.
yeah,
Even
they
my
want
my
to.
mining company like us, i- not us, but probably in other companies, they also focusing now to create a subsidiaries that focus on renewable energy installation. So there's also create a many job vacancy to all people. That's my answer, Darga.
Mm-hmm. Krishna Priya, what do you see? What suggestions or what is the new business and career opportunities can come from the renewable energy industry?
Yeah, nowadays I can see like as renewable energy is becoming more global priority. We are not
Hmm.
just seeing the environmental benefits, we are like seeing new
Exactly.
industries, career path, and business models. Like you can see nowadays, many startups are across the solar panel installations or solar maintenance or solar servicing. Okay, community solar solutions. Many startups have provided with the solar and its battery management. Okay, so I think renewable energy has given a path to actually the startups. Okay, new
Yes.
technologies for building or developing this sustainable way of energy has led to uh, many number of startups. And I can also see like banking sectors, investors are also pouring money into renewable projects, okay, which is leading to more demand of green finance analysts, ESG specialists, as Johannes mentioned, carbon credit managers. These are all new terms that we started hearing after this renewable energy trend has come on. Okay, we never had a carbon credit managers before. Nowadays we see that like companies like BlackRock or HSBC have teams dedicated for sustainable investments. So such kind of and there is another aspect which is growing is like how you can convert waste to energy plants, how you can uh, like companies are coming with reusing your uh, used products, okay, to reduce the wastage. So such kind of many companies are bringing in to the business models. So I feel that renewable, rather than the production of electricity, many associated businesses are coming forth in terms of new business areas. That's what I would like to say here.
Yeah, yeah. I have seen like the car batteries charging station. They apart
Yeah,
from third-party car charging station are there
uh,
where
installing charging
uh,
stations everywhere.
everywhere. So any company's car can charge charge their electric vehicle. So this is one of the things I have noticed.
And
Then
there also you can see like the charging mode also. Nowadays we have portable charging devices for cars and
hmm, 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 hmm,
scooters.
hmm.
Earlier when we started with the electric vehicle, we didn't have like such a technology or inventions or research is happening that day by day it is changing. So
Yeah,
whoever has that interest to research or innovate can bring up new areas. That's what I said, like startups, many startups are coming in this area, okay, and bringing new initiatives and new products to this business area.
So companies are actually investing on the researchers, and they are coming up with new technologies, and
Yeah.
they are making their long-term and future-proof means vision. They are coming up with their new visions and missions. So the key takeaway that I would like to focus today was, and I would like to also ask the panel member that what would you say as from your point of view, what should be done? So I would say that what I have came across from this discussion is that renewable energy brings not only opportunities but also certain some challenges like huge investment installation. But there are many opportunities. Apart from challenges, there are more opportunities. Then strategies and innovation is has to be there, which can bring or which can turn that into a profitable into the company. Then leadership has to be proper leadership has to be there, which can bring the entire all the employees as one unit. And the main thing is the company must have that mindset to adopt the green technology in the competition. What I have thought of. So I would like to ask Charlie to that what would you say? How will you conclude today's discussion uh, from your point of view?
As I said before, if the company really uh, focus on the renewables, they must started from the higher or the top management. It's no way they can able to start from the lowest to the highest. And as I mentioned, that you need to explain, and the best thing is also they need to start for training for the people so that they can maintain sustainable, profitable of the company. Yeah.
Johannes, your takeaway?
Um, I believe the
Hello?
transition into
হ্যাঁ বলো
yep. Can
হ্যাঁ পড়ো ওখানে বলো তো
you hear me?
হ্যাঁ দেখে দিচ্ছি দাঁড়াও দেখে নি বলে দিচ্ছি আমার একটা মিটিং আছে
Johannes, there is some, yeah, you can go
Is
ahead.
is it right? Or are you good now?
yeah sorry
Yeah,
yeah
yeah.
please go ahead.
Okay. I believe the transition to renewable energy is not just a technical safe point of view. It's a strategic one. If companies want to integrate renewable energies into their core planning, we need to invest in people. We will encourage innovation and build strong partnership. And the benefits are clear: lower costs, stronger resilience, and more sustainable business model. At this in my company, we see this transition as an opportunity to deliver value for our clients, so we can have a long-term relationship in terms of work with them. We can also have an opportunity to our people and the environment. Three P's: people, profit, planet. We can get all. And I'm confident that with the right leaderships, like Charito said, and also collaborations, we can accelerate a cleaner and more competitive future for our industry.
Krishna Priya, any what would how will you conclude how
Yeah,
renewable energy has to be adopted?
I also would like to conclude that you have to see the opportunities from the challenges. So we discussed many
Hmm.
challenges here, installing the renewable or the maintenance cost. So the opportunities lies in the challenges. So
Hmm.
we know what are the challenges. So how we can reduce that? That is what we have to think as a manager, as a business entrepreneur. We have to think in such a way and bring in with new initiatives, okay, or take assistance from other third party companies, okay, and try to install or try to adopt these technologies in a strategic way so that they can also provide an additional profit to your company. That's what I would say, okay, rather than just installing them, okay. plan it in a such a way that, like, even if you are not having it, okay, you have spent some money, how you can create an additional income from that. Okay, that is how you can think about it and model it, so that you have two products or two services that you are providing. So like as I mentioned, as Amazon is doing, they are using their solar panels for generating the energy for themselves, and they are also selling it. Okay, so likewise, you can also do it in a small scale, but uh, way as your company can adopt. So convert the challenges to opportunities. That's what I would like to say here.
So finally, as we conclude, what I got to understand is, so we need to definitely shift to renewable sources of energy. Not just it's not just about adopting technology, but to see it as a greener and more resilient future. So from business perspective, it will embrace sustainability, and it will be a more better future for the market of tomorrow. So I would like to thanks all the panel member for joining this session. I hope everyone got to get some reflection on how renewable energy has given an innovation and competitiveness for the long term of the organization. Now there are certain questions I would like to ask the panel member if they can go through, and we can answer them at the end. So in the meantime, what I will do is I will give an overview on UniAthena and what are the courses we offer. In the meantime, the panelist can go through the questions that has been posted. So UniAthena is basically a part of Westford Education Group, which has contributed to higher education since 2008. We provide flexible and affordable online upskilling program that helps the learner to gain international recognition qualification. Our platform provides 4 million global learner through short course, micro credential course, diplomas, and degree programs. Now, Unithina is basically an edtech program, and here, as we mentioned, that it is founded on 2029, and it is a venture of Westford Education Group. Now, okay, our partners and accreditation are Abate University, UCAM, Universiat University, Unimarconi, CIQ, we have CMI, SQA, Acacia University, European Business School, OTHM University, and FEDE University. So we closely work with this respected institution to ensure that our learner gain industry relevant skills and internationally valued credential. Now, why selecting UniAthena? UniAthena is completely online. They have video tutorials, reading materials, and video lecture and notes. It is accredited by global partners. The payments are very flexible. The payments are per course per module. It is they have fast track plans. Each uh, each courses have personal tutors and academic associate to assist online delivery. It has self-paced duration courses, so learner can learn from in their own pace. And lastly, the courses are built into modules so that it become easier for the learner to complete each course in their given time. Now, if anyone is looking a career in energy management, there are courses. One of the program is MBA in Energy Management. It is certified by the Ministry of Education, Italy. It is also you can get a 7-day free trial. You can go through. Then, apart from that, we have postgraduate certificate in energy efficient building. It is also certified by CIQ, so you can get a 7 days free trial. Now the testimonial from one of the learner, Matthew, as you can go through the testimonials later also from the website. And if any of the learner want to get in touch with the courses, they can definitely contact fatima@uniathena.com or admission@uniathena.com. So, any questions that any panel member would like to address or answer?
Arga, there is a question from Diashwani. I think I would like to discuss that. He has
Okay.
asked, is a renewable energy safe?
Hmm.
So I would say renewable energy is safe when compared to the fossil fuels, when you are in terms of your environment and human health wise also. Okay, when you are having when you're burning fossil fuels, it is liberating a large amount of carbon emissions, which is ultimately affecting your health. Okay.
Hmm.
So environment wise also, health wise also, it is beneficial for renewable energy. That's why people are going to renewable energy resources. But there are some challenges associated with it because it's a evolving technology. Once it is evolved, like we hope that it will be more stable and safer. Because why? Majority of people, like majority of the safety concerns or issues that we see is with the battery. Okay, burning out of the battery and so on. So that
Hmm.
area is being explored, that is being researched on. Okay, so once we have a proper battery system, then this is completely dependable and safer both to the environment and to us. So that's what I would like to say here.
Another question I have I have taken that how can company effectively measure the return on investment while transitioning to renewable energy? Can Charlito or Johannes, can anyone, if you want to like to answer this question, that how they will get to they will get the return on investment? Or
For
Krishnapriya, anyone? Yeah, please.
yeah, for my point of view, that of course the return of investment is not so easy to get that one. It will depends
Hmm.
actually. Um, like for example, you need to install how many megawatt, okay? Because it depends how the capability of the, like I think, frankly speaking, I'm talking about the solar systems. Okay, so in one in 3 to 4 years, you can't able to get the investments. Okay, it take times, especially when you install a few megawatts of power in your place. Like for example, here I'm talking about like in Singapore. Mostly here in Singapore, there's a lot of solar systems that or solar panel that been installed on the top of the HDB. And in fact, for 3 to 4 years after that, they can get the return of investments. And the first year to second years, surely they will not get that one. So what the uh, government did is that, so they knew already to 3 to 4 years before they get investment. So they continue install of this solar for different HDB, so that once they return, when they get on the next 3 to 4 years, they can still continue to get the return investment. So
Yeah, I do
that's
agree.
here in
Okay.
Singapore.
This is like a long-term investment. You will get return of
Yes.
investment only after that.
Yeah.
And it depends on
Yes.
many factors also.
Yeah. See, initial phase, the investment looks higher, but at the end, it will be settling down, and then after certain time, the return on investment will be visible. Uh, I would like to end today's live discussion. I hope everyone has enjoyed, and thank you once again, Charlito, Johannes, and Krishnapriya, for giving your insight on how innovation, how renewable sources of energy has transformed the business model, and with relevant examples and practical facts, and what are the challenges that the company may face, that how leadership can help bringing transformation to the company. So thank you once again for giving your insight, and thank you attendees for uh, make this live discussion very fruitful. We got your feedback, you have enjoyed a lot. So thank you once again. It's meant a lot from our end also. So I hope today's live discussion has given you some insight on how renewable energy is actually bringing transformation to the organization. And if you want to get this live discussion, you can go through the YouTube page of Uniathena, and you can get the videos from here itself. Wow. So uh, you can check that video out. Thank you once again for joining the live discussion.